Tonight, a Boca Raton father is asking the CBS12 News I-team for help. It's been over a year since his daughter was found dead in the Everglades. And even though the official cause of death is a drug overdose, he says there's much more to her story than that.
Yeah, and the FBI also says that victim apparently had been hired to kill someone, but she died before that plot could be carried out. Here's Chief I-team investigator Mike Magnoli tonight.
Florida's Everglades are infamous as a place where people and secrets can be made to disappear. 26-year-old Brianna Slabo was a person with secrets. Her body, discovered here in February of 2020, was easily identified thanks to her many tattoos.
She liked dancing, she liked creative drawing.
Her father, Michael Slabo, still feels her presence in her room. She loved Eeyore and hummingbirds. Here on the bathroom sink, her eyeglasses and some jewelry. Michael jokes this girly stuff doesn't speak to Bree's passion for monster trucks, and they used to go to Monster Jam in Las Vegas together to cheer on her favorite drivers.
We had an absolute ball every single time. We never had a crossword between us.
Michael admits things got difficult, and there were arguments away from vacation. Bree was struggling with addiction and getting into trouble in early 2020. She'd recently landed a job at a West Palm Beach strip club, where she was meeting some shady characters, and Michael had a bad feeling about her getting in with that crowd.
And she's like, I got this.
One day, she met a man who claimed to be a private detective, and he offered her work doing surveillance. She thought it would be fun. That's when she began renting cars for long, mysterious trips. Michael, suspicious and concerned, wondered whether his daughter was following someone dangerous, or could she be a drug courier, and he tried to get her to quit.
They don't use private investigators to go after drug deals that went south. They use collectors. They kill people. They're going to kill you.
Then the phone calls stopped, and Michael's messages weren't being returned. For 3 days, there was no contact at all. Bree seemed to have vanished. Then, that call he'd been afraid of getting finally came.
I just never thought it would happen to me.
You have a death certificate?
Yes.
What's it say?
Accidental overdose.
Michael's little girl was gone, her system full of cocaine and heroin. Her car found in Belglade, more than 90 miles away from where they found her body. What happened to her in those final days before her death? Mario Ariza is a reporter for our news partner at the South Florida Sun-Sentinel.
The federal government, right, the feds, the FBI, they don't talk about their investigations, and they haven't talked about this particular investigation.
Several months after Bree Slabo's death, Mario was scouring court documents, and he learned that Brianna may have been doing more than simple surveillance. So he reached out to her father to ask about what the feds called a murder-for-hire scheme.
I don't necessarily think he was aware that his daughter was as involved in this plot, for lack of a better word.
I know that my daughter wasn't capable of doing that. She wasn't capable of hurting somebody.
Court documents show the feds think Brianna Slabo wasn't just following someone, she was preparing to commit murder. The ex-girlfriend of this man, Danny Slater. Ariza knew he had a story.
And this erstwhile suburban house dad, right, 51 years old, 3 kids, lawn care company, all of a sudden, moving drugs, hiring people to surveil and stalk and possibly assassinate his ex-girlfriend. It's just kind of super strange, really.
Slater is not charged in Bree Slabo's death, though he is facing a slew of other charges, stemming from the tumultuous breakup with his ex and the planned violence in the lovers' quarrel. Others who allegedly worked for him are under investigation too. Ariza says he feels as though he's coming into the story in the middle, and now he's working backwards, trying to uncover the beginning. The trial is on hold due to COVID-19.
We've asked the questions, but I'd love to see them answered.
She did say to me one time that I may have to go into witness protection, but she was afraid of that because she would lose me.
Danny Slater is in pretrial detention, and his attorney says no comment for this story. To bring this back to Michael Slabo, his last memory with his daughter is here at the original Pancake House. He and Bree had a big breakfast while her car was being repaired. And then she said, "Dad, I've got to go." But where and to do what? He says no matter how ugly the truth may be, he wants those details for closure. So if you know anything about the death of Brianna Slabo, contact your local office of the FBI. In Palm Beach County, I'm Mike Magnoli, CBS 12 News.